Hello viewers, welcome to the Lungleng Show. Today we have one very special figure. His voice is very important in the state of Manipur, especially among the Nagas. He's the president of the Tangkhul Naga Long, which is also considered the Tangkhul Naga Hoho here in Ukhrul. And also I think I would like to mention one very important thing about him is he's a retired additional CAG, meaning retired additional comptroller and auditor general of India. And I think as per what we learned, there are about only 4 CAGs in India. So he was one of them and is now retired. And he was trying to be in politics for some time, but I think fate has brought him to the civil society part of our society. And now he's working as the president of the Tangkhul Naga Hoho, which in Tangkhul we call it Tangkhul Naga Long. So that's the Apex body of the Tangkhul Organization. I think we have heard a lot about the issues raised by this organization and the Tangkhul community as a whole. Sometimes representing the tribe, or sometimes representing the Nagas of Manipur, sometimes representing the tribal of Manipur. I think he will be the right person to understand some of the issues. And here we are to talk about all of that. And thank you, sir, for joining in this conversation. And I think this timing is, even if you try to arrange here in your village, it'll be very difficult. But I think when I called you, this meeting came at the perfect time, I would say. Maybe it's part of a, divine arrangement. Thanks for joining in, and I appreciate you for this.
Well, thank you very much, Lungleng, for having me on your show. Mm-hmm. And I must say, I'm truly grateful to God for this particular program. Mm-hmm. I hope it yields positive results.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Let's see.
Hopefully, let's see.
As we get along.
Yeah. Thanks. This is wonderful. Now, so let's jump right into our conversation. You were elected as the president of the Tangkhul Naga Hoho in 2024, and you will be serving as the president till 2028. And when you entered into this civil society organization, I'm sure you had some vision and you had some goals. So, how effective it is for a civil organization to work and to be a voice for the community, how effective it is?
Let me tell you, I had no misgiving when I decided to join the, Tangkhul Naga Long. When I decided to contest the presidency of the Tangkhul Naga Long, I had absolutely no misgiving. It was in turmoil. It was in a mess, right? But then I asked myself, well, I'm one who keep, criticizing. Call it the leadership. Call it, the way the Tangkhul Naga Long has been functioning.
Okay.
But when it comes to taking responsibility, how can you shy away? Mm-hmm. Right? So that is a challenge to me. I took it as a challenge, also as an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Okay. To do something, mm-hmm. Right? I don't know. I'm, on this chair for the last 1 year and some 5-6 months.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Mm. Now you were elected last year?
On the, in the month of May.
May last year, okay.
2024.
Correct.
So I've just done 1 year and some, 5-6 months. Mm-hmm. Mm. I have another, 2.5 years to go.
Correct. I think, you can still set goals and you still have time to achieve those goals.
Yes.
But what I would like to hear from you is, since in your last 1.5 year, how effective did you realize this civil organization is in our context?
I have, nothing to show. On my, progress card.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. Mm. Right. Rather, I'm completely disillusioned with the way, things have been on. And, being the head of the organization, mm-hmm. I can't just offload the blame onto somebody else. Mm-hmm. I take the blame, mm-hmm. Right? Okay. I'm not able to set things right, right? But I said it's a challenge.
Correct.
I won't shy away,
mm-hmm.
simply because, people put, or keep throwing spanner across. I wouldn't run away. Mm-hmm. Yes. If it is, something, that is awfully wrong on my part, well, I say, I'm sorry. I wouldn't run away from my wrong.
Okay.
Right. But at the same time, If people give me the opportunity to correct myself, I say I'm all for it.
Okay.
I don't, keep such a promise that once I come in, everything will be hunky-dory. No, no way. No way.
Okay.
I have not given any false promise, but God willing, I'm willing to stand up to the enormity of the challenges that we as a community
Okay.
are facing. And the challenges are awful lot.
I can imagine. And you mentioned about
You being a
challenges.
Tangkhul, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and you being in this media field, I'm sure you're well aware of, how things are on here.
I can imagine. I can imagine. And leadership is actually, challenges what it takes for a true leader to, stand against it and stand for the right thing.
Yes,
And
yes.
I don't think you take those challenges as a disturbance. Rather, it's a challenge for you to, as a leader. That's what I mean. So let's talk about civil society organization from the point of view of issues of the community. And I think you had a consultative meeting last month or beginning of this month.
Yeah,
It was in the second week of this month, I realized.
yes.
Yes, I realized.
On the 7th of
Correct,
this month.
of November. So, and you had a threadbare discussion with the intellectuals on bifurcation of the budget in the state of Manipur, and you proposed even the sixth schedule for the tribals in the Manipur state, and also sharing of the MLA seats in the state of Manipur. Those are very ideal and idealistic as well, given the current Manipur context. It was just a demand, or it was just a practical or actionable discussion?
No, one point I would disagree with you.
Okay.
You can't call it, idealistic,
Okay.
right? Okay, the best that we aim at is a continuous process.
Okay.
We're on the march, right? We are continuously, up and going in pursuit of our goal.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Until such time we attain the goal, we can never say things are set right and now everything is perfect. We'll never come to that. But I do believe that in pursuit of the ultimate goal, if we, inch forward, achieving, step by step, the goal that we have set for ourselves, I'm sure, at the end of the year, we can say, look back, and then, well, we have done something tangible, which was not there before, right? So on the 7th of November, we organized this consultative meeting,
Correct.
particularly on 3 core issues. We have submitted a memorandum to the Honorable Governor, Manipur.
Okay.
That was first on the 8th of May this year. Then, on the 12th of, July, we decided, no, we will, go hammer and dong on the core issue. The core issue being delimitation,
Correct.
right?
Okay.
Second, Schedule 6 of the Constitution of India is what should be given to us. That is the second. And the third one is budget bifurcation. Now, why do I call them core issue? They are core issue because all the rest, they're important. Development, in this, sector, in that sector, so many things. Because nothing has been done. Literally nothing has been done. We have been literally surviving on patronage. If they're helpful, then we're lucky. If they don't help, then you're back to square one. How can a people survive like this? Right?
Okay. Okay.
So now the rest of the things hinges on these 3 core issues. Delimitation. Take it, for instance. I'll tell you.
Okay.
The valley, which, accounts for only 10% of the
land mass.
geographical size of Manipur,
Yep.
meaning 22,000 and some 300 odd square kilometers. They have only 2,000, right? And the rest, are in the hills, right? in terms of population, right? We have, 15 lakhs, right?
The tribals.
In the hills.
Yeah.
They have 17 lakhs.
Okay.
But when I say 17 lakhs, that includes even tribal population settled in the valley, right? So, nothing much to talk about even population. But when it comes to, sharing the political power, they have 40, meaning thereby each MLA, in the valley commands 50 square kilometer, right? And a population of 43,000,
Okay.
right? Whereas for the hills, on average, an MLA commands a population of 78,000, right? And an area, geographical size of 1,150 square kilometers.
Okay.
And they said, what is wrong with it? And we have lived, all the while like this, without even being able to raise, a finger,
Okay.
right?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Now, when you talk about delimitation, it's just, the population is quite debated. And I don't want to further pick you on that, but rather, people are not sure whether we should go by 2001 census or 2011 census. So, depending on the census, the population is going to be fluid. As in, there is no basis to that yet. So, I think that demand, of course, is good for the tribal. And I certainly believe that there should be special arrangement for the tribal of Manipur, because the dominance of the Meitei community from the valley is, it's something that you should not exist in a modern day. When we think about economic and justice, when we talk about social justice, political representation justice, you have rightly pointed out. I agree with that.
Lungleng, if you care for the history of Manipur, we were nowhere in the picture with the so-called Kangleba. It's for them and for them alone, right? We won't, we won't poke our nose in their history, in their, political, aspiration, this, that. No. What I'm saying is that as long as we coexist, and, since independence, we are perforce, there's time to coexist with them. All right. How do we coexist? They are, the stronger one. They are more educated. They are richer. They are stronger. Numerically, even they are more.
Correct.
It's expected of them to behave themselves.
Okay.
And when I say behave themselves, the normal human standards, I'm only talking about that. Okay. I don't expect anything more than that.
Okay.
But all this while, particularly ever since the statehood, 1972, they have, grabbed entire, power, and never for a moment did they even, think about whether or not something is awfully wrong with the way we coexist. They thought it's an opportunity for them. Yes, the blame comes to us. I'm not, trying to, avoid taking responsibility. No, we are as much responsible. It's given there on the, the given size of the cake.
Okay.
It's placed, on the table. Your share is there. Their share is there. Now, what I am only asking is, as the Constitution says so, give it to us. What Constitution doesn't provide for us, we will never ask for.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
As long as we coexist, we have a much higher, goal. That's a different issue.
The Naga.
But at my level,
Right.
at the civil society level,
Okay.
I can't coexist with them like this. I'm using very strong, harsh words, but I think, for want of, better term or words, I can't avoid, I can't help using even strong words. So that is how. Today, they have 40 MLAs, we have 19 MLAs. Right. How can that be?
So, ideally, in your case, you would prefer having 35 MLAs in the Manipur State Legislative Assembly. So you're not raising anything that has to do with the bifurcation or separate administration. You have no problem coexisting with the valley community, but provided there is a bifurcation of seats.
I'm giving a long rope to them.
Okay.
Right. If you really mean business, come forward.
Okay.
Reason with us. Right. I'm not asking for anything, which is completely out of, the way. No. It's very much the in thing that they ought to consider. Having done so much of, damage to our people. And when I say to our people, I don't care for my generation. We have literally sold ourselves out. But we have no business to, mortgage the future of the younger generation.
Okay. Okay.
In this manner. So, this should be corrected. Right. Now, based on 2001, the, census, we should have got, three more. The Naga inhabited areas.
Three
one
more?
for, Chandel, one for Senabadi, one for Ukhrul. This should have come to us in 2008, right? But they said, no, nothing doing. Status quo must be maintained at any cost, right?
Okay.
Shameless, I must say, right? They went to Delhi because the Delimitation Commission is a constitutionally empowered body.
Correct.
You can't dictate terms to them. But they said they'll go to Supreme Court. When they went, the lawyer they have taken, one of the most prominent lawyers in Delhi, he told them, point blank, no, you're not winning. You're not getting it. Right. They said, but if this is done, there will be bloodbath.
Okay.
Blood will flow in Manipur. Then the lawyer said, then you have your Congress government at the center. Why don't you go there and tell them that you make it a political issue? Right? Political issue in the sense, the security problem.
Okay.
Right? Nothing to do with the election, nothing to do with delimitation,
Okay.
but it's going to assume a serious proportion of law and order, meaning thereby there is going to be bloodbath in Manipur.
That's a threat.
Huh?
That's a threat. Intimidation.
That's it. Right. Government of India bought it. And they said, hold it. Right. They told the Delimitation Commission that you can't go ahead with this. Right. Otherwise, the security of the country would be in jeopardy. That is the kind of, situation that they are trying to create when something is to be given to us.
Okay.
Now, this time around, I say 35. People say, what is the basis for your claim? I said, what is the basis for you to take 40, leaving only 19 for the tribals? Is there any justification? Be it constitutional, be it, whatever you call it. So this is the thing. I said, the Nagas should have 22. Zo Kuki would have 13. Right?
Okay.
But that is, very hypothetical.
Correct. That needs more re-examination.
What I'm saying, why I say hypothetical, because Now, I don't know whether it is wise to include, the issue of, the Zoe cookie issue, alongside our issue.
I know. I know.
Because to my reading, their issue is now totally way beyond their control.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, so you have such kind of aspiration as a leader. How are the people responding to such aspiration? Are they supporting? Are they even able to grasp those ideas? Are you even able to sell those ideas to them?
You know, the difference.
Yeah.
I must say, right? I admire the cookies. I don't respect them,
Okay.
right? Why do I admire the cookies?
Let's see.
In a matter of 3 years, the issue that got kicked up in Manipur, right? Government of India is, going through the most difficult time. It is the greatest headache, I must say, for the government of India.
For the last 3
I'm
years.
sure they are not pretending. If they are true to themselves, they would admit to this, that yes, Zoe cookie issue versus, the Maydays. This is now the greatest headache for the government of India. They're able to. Whereas for the Nagas, we behave as though we are no more than, lame ducks. And we are happy with that, right?
Yeah.
Any amount of, lecture and all that, we would resort to. But in terms of, a result, we are not able to show anything in concrete terms that we mean business. Now, this time around, we are not going to back out.
Okay. I think you are very determined on this.
Yeah.
And I think, and also it requires the support of the masses. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, just not the Tangkhul community, but you require for such aspirations the support of all the Nagas as well across districts, don't you?
That is precisely the reason. Now, let me tell you.
Okay.
I didn't want to grab, the headlines, right? I didn't want to take the lead. I thought I'll follow, right? But I'll follow strong.
Why wouldn't the UNC take up
So,
that?
I asked the UNC,
Yes.
no, these are core issues. We can't wait any longer. Please take up these core issues.
Okay.
The rest of the thing would fall in line. Once you are able to achieve this, they said, no, we can't do this. For whatever reason best known to them. I don't know. This is why I say we are only to blame ourselves.
Could it be because the UNC is counting something beneficial or some sort of a resolution from the Indo-Naga political talks? Because if not Indo-Naga politics are resolved, these demands that we're talking about may not make sense.
I'm not at all for doing anything that counters
Not counter,
the
of
national
course.
issue.
Of course.
I'm certainly not for espousing any issue that will contradict our national issue. No. But they also need the support. What kind of support? Support from the position of strength. And that would only come when your civil society are pulled out from the present stage of having to go backing every time they need something.
Right.
This is where they are in. This is where we are in. And say, now we must be able to stand on our own feet. And so we must get this. Right.
Okay.
It doesn't go against the national
It does
issue.
not. It does
No.
not at all. Now, my understanding is that there are two school of approaches. The one is before even the Naga political solution comes about, maybe we can still fight for our rights within the constitutional framework of India. The other approach could be, yes, we better wait for it because
No.
why wouldn't you wait for it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, please.
How long have you waited?
Correct.
How long? And how much longer would you go on? Right.
28 years.
We only take recourse to semanticism. Right. It is like this, it is like that. Why do we say like this? Why do we say like that?
Okay.
Set your mind straight. What do you want? Right. If at all you are serious about the issue, you need to fight from a position of strength. But with your civil society left literally starving, right? And in the given situation, having to go on begging, go from toe to toe with begging bowls. And if you strike luck, maybe you end up with something. But that is literally, placing yourself at the mercy of, those people. Why do we have to survive like that? And this is no way to leave a legacy of honor and dignity for the younger generation.
So before the actual Naga political solution that may come about in the future, before that comes also, let's exercise our rights. That's what you are saying.
Right. I'm not asking for anything which is beyond Constitution.
Right.
Anything beyond Constitution, you are asking for it. But take our strength, that we are behind you.
Okay.
And show that, to the people in Delhi. Your battle has to be fought in Delhi. And you can't go there with this kind of image that back home your people are starving, your people are begging. Who cares for you then? So you have to be taken seriously. And the way you have to be taken seriously is when your people know what is due to them.
I agree.
And stand for it.
I agree.
Stand by it. Right.
I agree. People need to know, be aware of their rights, and like you exactly said, what is due to them,
exactly,
and what has been deprived of them for the last, 5-6 years, 5-6 decades. I think that's a beautiful thought to still continuing pondering on that. And I think society needs to come together, stakeholders need to come together and have more discourse on it, so that it creates that kind of consciousness and awareness, and that's how you awake the consciousnesses of people, and that's where supports come.
Exactly.
Right? And you were also one of the early voices for alternative arrangement for the Nagas those days.
Yes.
Like, what did that alternative arrangement include those days? Is it the same as this, what you are now voicing out for?
It is not as though I jumped into the fray without, a meticulous thought.
Okay.
And even prayer, right? Yes, I spent quite a lot of time. When the offer, came to me from the UNC, we would like you to come and spearhead this, alternative arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Right. I've seen long enough how our people are being treated in this so-called state of Manipur. Right. You have absolutely no place to survive. Huh? So I said, enough is enough. We have, such a beautiful, documents. And documents culled out, not out of our wild imagination. From the official records.
Okay. What kind of documents are you referring to?
The justification in support of an alternative arrangement, we can't just go and say that you give us this.
Okay. Okay.
We have to furnish the reason why, right?
Yeah.
So in support of, the reason, the demand, we have to furnish, well-documented kind of a justification that over the years, since, forget about, independence, since statehood, how much we have suffered, right?
Okay.
So we were treated literally, as a colonized people, right? Another version of the 21st century colonial regime. So I said, enough is enough. I'm ready, provided you trust me. Not that I promise anything, right? It's only time that will tell.
Okay.
Essentially, as we go along, what needs to be done is we have to make sure of just three things. There should be mutual trust, right? There should be mutual respect.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Then there should be absolute transparency.
Correct. I agree.
in our conduct. Now that, people have given us the mandate to fight for it. Now, first of all, let us, subject ourselves to, self-critiquing and be sure that, yes, we are ready for it.
Okay.
I don't think, saying it, is so easy. But, going about that issue in right earnest, I found our people literally tithering.
Now I think the issue that you're raising is similar to the issue the cookies are raising, and it doesn't mean that you are work hand in hand. It's you are working separately, independently. However, being tribal, they also feel deprived politically, financially, and in terms of like literally everything in the state. So I talked to one of their leaders, Dr. Selin Hokip, and he said we are also asking for separate administration within the framework of Indian Constitution, and we want this to be fulfilled because we don't want to leave this precarious condition to our children in the future. Your voice sounds very similar to that kind of rationale.
Yeah.
So now keeping that in mind, I have understood your position. If you want to add something on that.
Let me tell you why, the way it ended up. Shameful, utterly disgraceful, right? Me included,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
We were not at all serious. We wanted something else. We didn't want the issue clinched to the finished, right? We only wanted something else. And that something else is, left to anybody's guess.
Okay.
I wouldn't like to even second guess, right? It was so shameful, right? Instead of, going all out to fight the battle there at Imphal, we started fighting, among ourselves. And for what?
I understand.
I should be there. I should be given the credit. What credit? You haven't done even one bit. And you started clamoring for credit.
Okay.
Placing the cart before the horse. Literally that.
Okay. Now, I would like to hear your thoughts on the integration of the Nagas. The Naga national groups talking to the government of India, that's a totally different story. But in principle, how adamant are you when it comes to the integration of the Naga areas? As a leader of the Tangkhul community, I'm sure you represent more or less the voices of the Tangkhul people. Now, are the Tangkhul people really into this integration agenda?
I say this to myself. I keep talking, right? Even at the rooftop.
Okay.
Passionate, right? About me being a Naga, right? And it's not, something that I have chosen for myself, right? God the Creator has so designed, so decided that you would be a Naga, right? And I want to live up to that, right?
Okay.
Till the end, right? I don't want to compromise on that, right? Some people are saying this, that, there's nothing wrong going along with them. No, if your conscience permits you to think on that line, what can we do? Even God cannot help such people. And there is no medicine.
Okay.
But to anyone who is a true human being, you and I ought to know, who are you? Who am I? And I can't pretend that I'm somebody else other than, being myself. You get nowhere. But that is what the Nagas, particularly at the educated level, so many of our so-called leaders, the intelligentsia, they seem readily, inclined to go along that beaten path. Because it's already beaten for them. That it's a smooth sailing.
Yep.
You get this, you get that.
Okay.
But for a moment, let us think of ourselves. What are we here for? What am I here for? Right? I, at my age, do I still think of my, position, my name, my wealth, and, my this, that? Why don't you just look back and see how your children are? Everywhere they find themselves utterly vulnerable, right? On this count, on that count. They're never free. Huh? With that kind of psyche, they have to grow up. For the grandchildren, now I don't even think about my children, right? Nothing could be done now for them. But at least, for heaven's sake, let us not throw this, grandchildren, the younger generation, to hell, literally.
Okay.
If we go on at this rate, thinking that, no, we can be, good Indians. I have nothing, against, the Indians. Absolutely nothing. I have, served under the government of India for long, 36 and a half years.
Okay.
Right. I've earned my bread. Right. I'm grateful to them. But it is not because of the government of India, or it is not because of the benevolence of government of India that I am this and that, other than, being myself.
Correct. I agree.
So,
It's
this is, what pains me. And when I get to this point, I become very passionate and even, I get very emotional.
I get it. I can feel and see the pain through in you.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be not just economic sense. It's not just going to be political sense. It's also going to play a huge role in, let's say, proliferating an identity crisis for the Nagas in the southern side, for instance, the state of Manipur. Does that concern you?
Now, the acid test
Okay.
of anyone, for anyone, saying that I love Naga and I'm a Naga. All right, then you have everything except one, right? For no rhyme or reason, for no fault of yours, right? You have been thrown here, there, right? Literally, you have no place to show that, no, I am a separate entity,
Okay.
and that I owe to the Creator, the living God. Had a choice been given to me, probably I would have said, no, let me be born the American, or Britishers, or Japanese, Chinese. No. No such, liberty was given to anybody. God, in His wonderful scheme of things, said, you would be born Nagas. You would leave Nagas. How do you make of yourself is your business.
Okay.
So that is where we are. So today, we're talking loud about Naga nationalism, right? Put it through the acid test. Are you really for it?
Okay.
If you're really for it, the only thing that stands, in your way is this. Division, divisiveness, right? If you're intelligent enough, so much of intellectual prowess,
Okay.
show it that nothing less than physical, emotional unification of the Nagas. And that is no crime. Every human being,
Okay. Now,
aspires for it.
yeah.
Strong enough. You even move the mountain.
Okay.
But when it comes to showing yourself as a people, there you go.
Okay. Okay. I get your point.
So wimpy.
Now, Now the question is, as a test, how much do you love your people? Sometimes, at times, yes. Let me ask this as a very provocative question to you. As a devil's advocate, in the form of a devil's advocate, you spent all your years, the prime of your life, serving in the government. Your passion and your love for the people was the same then, or only after you got retired, it started growing only after that. And how would you justify your best and prime time having lived or having served the government of India, and when you are in the later stage of your life after retirement, you have this much zeal and passion for the people? How would you justify that, like as a leader now?
Well, when I was in service, yeah, there was nothing standing in the way of my promotion. Not because I did anything, wonderful. Not because, I even superseded.
Okay.
In my last, promotion.
Okay.
The general, right? But I don't claim credit. Absolutely nothing. I can swear by God that I was rather humbled. Oh, God has been really gracious. I was crumbling all along because of this ill treatment, because of that ill treatment, because of this kind of lack of understanding and all that kind of stuff. Because, the environment in which we had to work, I said, I can't compete with them, right? On the, intellectual realms, I can't beat them in terms of connection. Whatever criteria, they all have, perceived or truly, written. It's a constant kind of, throat cutting, right? Among the colleagues, the service, people, endless. I said, I can't do anything of that kind, right? What I don't know, I say I don't know.
Okay.
Right? What I know this and I stand by it.
Okay. I'm not still able to relate.
So much so.
Yeah.
My colleagues called me, this fellow is a straight gun.
It's what?
Straight gun.
Straight gun. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Meaning thereby, I'm no good for anything. Right? When it comes to shooting,
Okay.
I would be there.
Okay. I can see that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it was a very painful kind of a journey. Many a times I even thought I'll come out. But I think, I was being foolhardy. Right. I said, I'm a Christian. Right. My father once told me, when he came to Allahabad, that is in 1987, right? 1987 February,
Okay.
right? I said, no, I'm leaving. It's difficult to survive like this. They're saying this, that. He told me bluntly, my son, I'm not as intelligent as you are. So many things you're saying, this, that. I can't even, get that to my mind. Right? The only thing I know, you're unhappy. And you are unhappy because they are ill-treating you. If they are ill-treating you because you have done wrong, be sure you stand corrected.
Okay.
But if you're being made to suffer for no rhyme or reason, or even for the right thing that you have done, why are you scared of?
That's wonderful advice. Yeah.
So, he hasn't, been educated the way I have been, and yet the earthy wisdom that he commands, I don't even have that. So there I surrender. Right. Otherwise, there was an awful lot of things.
Okay. Okay.
There will be no end. Once I start, narrating about my experiences.
Correct. I get it. Now, in an office setting like that, in that work, nature of that work, I think integrity would be one thing that will always be tested because it's an auditor general. And I think I have heard stories about people from Delhi coming, auditing the state budget or whatever expenses, and going back with suitcases of money and cash.
Sure.
Is that did these instances like that occur, or is it just a misnomer?
Let me just tell you this.
Yeah.
My eldest daughter,
Okay.
who is now, working there in the Christian Institute of Health Sciences and Research, Dimapur,
Okay.
Fort Myers.
Okay.
She may not sound very intelligent, but she is very hardworking, very meticulous. Right.
Okay.
She was interested in joining the civil service, and when she finished her MA English from Bangalore University, first class, that I would like to try, give it a try. I said, do you care that you are talking to your father? And if you care, I can't tell you anything that is false.
Okay.
But let me tell you, never ever think to join the civil service. Right?
Why is that?
You're being driven away by something else, not the reality of life. I've been through that.
Okay. Okay.
I know you being so hardworking, right? You may even get into it. Once you get into it, you will say you're happy being in the service. I would know you're being happy for the wrong reason.
Okay.
You would say you're unhappy because this is happening, that is happening, this is. Then, it'll give me so much of, headache and heartache. It's not worth it. Right. Just join the teaching profession. That is what I taught. Now, that explains the reason. In my case, having joined, I couldn't come out because I had nothing to fall back upon, alternative.
And you had nobody to advise you on this.
So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
life has been like that.
I get, like, those are wonderful advices, and I'm sure a lot of our youngsters are listening, and everybody is just running, and running their life preparing for this exam for whatever reason. Now let's leave that aside, and I want to come back for the last concluding part. Is we have seen incidents in Imphal day before yesterday where the Tangkhul IGP of Manipur, he's an IGP, he's in Tangkhul. He was accused by the MB Sana Chauba as like he needs to be suspended. He has beaten up our security guards. And I think, the DNL, the Tangkhul Naga Long has responded to that, like so-called with a valley chauvinism, and enough is enough. I'm quoting those words, those phrases. I want to draw a good understanding on that point of view without being biased.
Nothing much to talk about.
Okay.
Having seen so much of what is happening here in Manipur, right? They think that Manipur means the valley, the Meiteis, the Kanglebak, right? 15 lakhs, which is literally 47% of the population, don't matter at all. 90% of the land, they are just pieces of a decoration around this valley.
Okay.
As good as nothing beyond. That is how we are being, taken. That is how we are being treated. I'm not one to go on the rampage. Not suggesting at all, right? But we have to stand the ground when it comes to showing enough is enough. The entire narratives of what they are, tolling out on daily basis. These are all about the valleys. You go to the Secretariat now, Manipur Secretariat, you won't find a single tribal in the entire Secretariat. Right? Maybe few of those, IAS and some MCS, MPS, those. Other than that, now it's literally very centric, media-centric.
Okay.
People will not be happy when I say this, but I'm calling a spade because that is the truth. That is the reality. And we still say we have a future in this. I've given up long ago, right? But then, our people still, are down with the very hazy kind of ideas that, no, there may be still a future. I don't see any future. But I don't hate them, right? But I'm angry with them. I'm sorry for them, right?
Okay.
But even sorrier for our people. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
We try to just, manage things by wearing sort of a mask that, no, it's okay, we can do like this, we can survive like this, we can somehow go on. No.
Okay. Yes. I have totally understood your points now. What your aspiration is for the community and for the generations to come. Those are, I think, very, very, very clear. Now, I think there are voices. I think you have also, talked something about them as well. There are voices that, we have bought, we have some property, we have our establishments in the valley. There's no way we would like to vouch or voice out our concerns in terms. No, not you. There are voices even among the tribals, even among the Tangkhuls, that there are people who have established their life, their business, their everything in the valley. They express concerns as well, right? When you talk about separation of, but I think. What I'm trying to understand is it's not about geographical separation. It's about administrative separation. If at all you were talking about that.
No. If we say that those of them who are, comfortably settled in the valley would call the shot, and that is what matters, then we deserve what we get. We deserve what we are, receiving now. But I don't think, and even those who are, they are not at all happy, right? They have slowly come round to this conclusion that the future is very bleak, right?
Okay.
Future is very bleak. The only way to survive and survive honorably is this. Let us be good neighbors.
Okay.
Because that is what you can't do anything about. You can't choose your neighbor.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it is up to you. How do you, live as neighbors? I want to live as good neighbors with the mateys, with the cookies, right? As good neighbors.
Okay.
But to say that, no, the Nagas cannot live together, then we are only, pronouncing our death knell ourselves, right? And those of them who think that, no, everything is all right for us, a time will come. A time will come.
Okay.
Kohima is already in the clutch of, the powerful, from the plain, from elsewhere. Yeah. Dimapur is already dominated by those people, right? Ukhrul. It's just a matter of time. The economic power is now in the hands of those who came a few years ago to Ukhrul.
And with all these problems, do you think the non-resolution of the Naga political problem is one of the reasons why people are not able to work out things?
And the only way to resolve this issue is unity of purpose,
Okay.
unity of accord, on accord, right? Anybody talking, loud, other than
Okay.
giving yourself to whatever, price that you have to pay for achieving physical, emotional unification, then we have a future. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's a mere talk. We are only playing ourselves into the hands of the enemies. They would go on exploiting, right? This divide and rule
Correct.
would see no end.
That's a powerful policy to keep people divided and to weaken the aspirations of the people, the vision of the people. I mean, we have talked almost every issue that our society is confronting. So I think thanks for your insights, and I'm sure our viewer will have to decide whether they are able to resonate with your opinion. I mean, but let your heart be told, let your heart be spoken out. And thank you so much, Mr. President, and we hope to have this kind of more conversations in the future as well.
I'm really grateful to Tao Lungleng and our friend here
Right.
for having taken the trouble of coming down all the way from Kohima just for this.
It's an honor.
I really wish you would go a long way and future us is safe in the hands of people like you. Right.
That
Yeah.
means the world to us.
It's a challenge.
That it's
Take
a
it.
challenge.
Right.
Right. Right. To be a voice of sanity for the rights of the people.
Right.
That's a challenge, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wish you
Thank
good health and a sane mind. And
God bless you.
God bless you
bless
too.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And God bless my people, Nagas.
Correct. Correct. We need liberation from every sense.
Yes.